Thank you very, very, very much. Have a seat. And thank you so much. That's on your way down, still some. Sitting down. A little bit left in you. All right. Well, back at you. Oh man, that's nice of you, and I'm very excited today. We have a great show, and also I just want to give tribute today. I thought, every day I like to come out and what do I really feel strongly about? And today, I think it's an important one. I want to thank the person who invented the pocket. That's right. Let's hear it. Because. Not the Hot Pocket. Although I enjoy the Hot Pocket, I really do. But the pocket itself, when you come to think of it, if you didn't have the pocket, you wouldn't have a Hot Pocket, because Hot Pocket without the pocket is just soup. But I like the pocket a lot, and I realize that we just take it for granted. And you really wouldn't see models in catalogs ever. I mean, this is right now, I'm standing, but models are always standing with their hands in their pockets. It's a cool look, pointing at something that's not there. And we use pockets a lot. If you're nervous, you can put your hands in your pockets, which is a good thing to be able to have when you're nervous. The problem is when you're naked, there are no pockets. And that's usually when you're your most nervous, is when you're naked and you're trying to find pockets and you just keep doing that, which just looks even weirder to do that. So it'd be good to have pockets if you're naked, but that doesn't happen. And the back pockets also are very important too. If you're walking down a country road or something, and you're just walking along a creek, and it's also a good way of grabbing your own butt. I've been working out. They got so carried away with the pockets, I started realizing they didn't just have the front pockets and the back pockets, they also have a little tiny pocket. Like in jeans, they added that little tiny, adorable pocket that you can keep your minibar key in. And, or the little bottles from the airplane. They actually fit right in there. And then you have the shirt pockets that someone came along with. Once the pockets, they went crazy with the pockets, the shirt pockets, and the blazer inside pocket, which, by the way, is only on men's blazers. They don't have inside pockets on women's blazers. I don't know what's going on. What year are we in that we can't have? I mean, the women didn't get the right to vote till 1920. We can't get pockets on the inside of our blazers. Seriously, someday people will look back on this and say to their grandchildren, when I was a little girl, we didn't have pockets on the insides of our blazers. If we had change, we had to hold it in our hand. And the tight pants, I don't know what's the point of people that wear really, really tight pants, because you can't really put anything in your pockets if you have tight pants. Maybe something thin, like a credit card or a slice of Swiss cheese or something like that. Fruit roll up, but you can't really put anything in tight pants. I would imagine, and I don't know for sure, but Tom Jones probably has never put his hands in his pockets. Unless that's how he wrote that song. He tried to put them in. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't know why. I don't like when the pants have the fake pockets. What's that about? Like, they're not even real. They're slits to make it look like, oh no, I have pockets, don't get me wrong. And that's not, they didn't have pockets, I'm assuming, back in the caveman days because, they probably hadn't invented it yet. And then also they didn't need the pockets because they had no keys. They didn't need anything. They lived in caves. Although, now that I think it through, probably the Australian cavemen, if they were wearing kangaroo pelts, perhaps that was the very first pocket, which it would be the pouch, and then they would then suddenly have keys and invent the door. The one thing about pockets, though, it's very, very important, is to always make sure before you do the laundry to empty the pockets. Everyone has experienced the horror of sheer terror and horror of washing jeans that have tissue in the pocket still. And then you open the dryer and there's just a tissue explosion everywhere, all over the place, just white fluff everywhere. Although it's good sometimes to find something at the end of the day in your pocket, or you put pants on that you haven't worn for a while and you just, put your hands in your pocket and you find something like, oh, I just found something just now. It's a little note. Oh, it says it's time to dance. Lance Armstrong is here. Champion cyclist, 6-time winner of the Tour de France, and I'm wearing my Livestrong Lance Armstrong bracelet right here. I hope everybody else has one. Oh, and I am so happy she's here. Katie Lang is here. Grammy Award winner. She'll be singing Helpless from her new CD, Hymns of the 49th Parallel. Hymns of the 49th Parallel. I don't know what that means. I'm going to ask her.
Yeah.
It's a fancy name. Oh, God, she sounds so good in rehearsal. It's amazing. I'm so happy she's here. And also, it's a kitty frenzy. Charlotte Kitty Pope is here today. Oh, man. We have been counting down the days, and it's finally here. If you don't know who Kitty is, I don't even know what to say to you. Let's take a look at the first time we saw her in our audience dancing. Her so much that we called her, and this is how that went when we found her. I would love to have you on the show, in the audience, whatever you feel like doing.
Well, I don't want to. It's hard to drive in there, Ellen.
We will send you a Hummer limo. How about that? All right, listen, you take care of yourself, and we'll talk to you soon.
How am I going to know when this is supposed to take place?
Well, you watch it every day. It's on at 3 o'clock here in Los Angeles area, 3 o'clock.
No, I don't mean that. I mean, how do I know when the Hummer is coming?
All right, so here, and she's here today. She's here with us today.
It's Kitty Day! She's here! Kitty's here!
I can't wait! All right, and also, first things first, let's check out what's going on here with the eBay auction. This is a one-of-a-kind Cabbage Patch Kid. It's a Ellen Cabbage Patch Kid. Isn't she pretty? And let's see, the bidding is up to $5,100 so far. Which is good. I'm just saying, it's a one-of-a-kind. It's just like me, except for the web fingers. I had that. Those were fixed a while ago. And I don't swim as fast, but I can play piano. Anyway, the proceeds go to Noah's Wish, which is a rescue organization for animals that are stuck in disaster areas. They go in and take care of the animals. The American Red Cross it's all for hurricane relief, so in the American Red Cross. And also, she can make that kitty face. Woo! All right, so, and we just found out that the people who made this doll for me, Play Along Toys, 4Kids Entertainment, and Original Appalachian Artworks, will match whatever we raise up to $20,000. It's a good cause. And I don't know why, they've asked me to sign her left buttock. So it's actually signed. So tomorrow I'm going to sign her left buttock, which will make it really identical to me, because I have that on mine. And, all right, so for more information, go to our website, and bidding closes on Monday. So only 4 more days left to bid on this. And again, it's a good cause for Red Cross and Noah's Wish. All right, hey, the other night, I just have to mention this really quickly because this was too nice. I performed for Toyota's annual dealer convention in Vegas, and it was a whole lot of fun. And after I performed, they surprised me with a Prius. They gave me a Prius. And so, I know, it's a, do you know what a Prius is? It's the hybrid, it's a Toyota hybrid. So Don Esmond of Toyota, he's one of the big wigs. He's like a CEO or COO or OCD, I don't know. I have ADD, I didn't pay attention. But I'm very excited that I have it. So, I mean, he just gave me the keys. I haven't seen a car, but I'm assuming there's a car that goes with the keys. So Don and Toyota, thank you very much. And the hybrid, not only is it a great car, but it's great for the environment. And I'm sorry, I'm watching TV at the same time and something's going on. There's breaking news. What's happening right here? There's something going on the highway. Oh. That's great. So news driver 4 is covering Kitty as she drives in. She's going to be here soon. Oh, man, that's a big day. When we come back, the amazing Lance Armstrong is going to be sitting right here. Our first guest is the greatest cycling champion of all time. After battling cancer at age 25, he went on to win the Tour de France, a record-setting 6 times. Please welcome the Superman of cycling, Lance Armstrong.
How you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
Good.
Now, is this? I'm looking at these injuries. Is this?
Yeah, this is new. This is fairly new. Yeah.
How often shouldn't you wear pads or something? Like on a motorcycle, people. I mean, seriously, if you fall, first of all, shouldn't you? You still fall down?
I do.
Really?
Just a few weeks ago here in LA, I was out riding, and I was actually on my mountain bike riding up in the Santa Monica Mountains, and there are a lot of cyclists out there, and I hit the ground. I actually hit the dirt, and I got up so fast. I was like, oh no, what? Somebody comes along, and I'm right in the dirt.
Lance Armstrong is down. Now, so what? It's like just hitting a rock or something would make you fall, or what?
I don't want to go into it.
It was silly?
Yeah, beyond silly.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, did you have your kickstand up?
I did.
Okay.
I had it up.
That sometimes makes me fall down.
If you're turning that direction, yeah, you would definitely fall down.
That's right. Oh. So, hey, congratulations on the Tour de France. Let me figure out. It's your 6th win, first of all. I mean, that's huge. Crazy. If you would please explain the race, because how many days? How long does it take?
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
3 weeks, and it's, a couple thousand miles, which is, I guess, on average, is about 100 miles a day. And there's a whole mix of flat stages and hilly stages and what we call time trials and team time trials. And there's a couple rest days in there, so they make it human.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which we actually don't prefer the rest days, but they do them anyways.
And now, when do you sleep well at night because you're exhausted, or do you lay awake thinking of different things that you have to do? Is it easy for you to sleep during that time?
Well, no, I personally don't have a problem sleeping.
You don't?
But, I mean, you have to keep in mind, the race goes through all parts of France, and so we stop or the race, the stage finishes are in rural places in France, and it's not always as if we're in this famous chateau and having great food and everything else. So, sometimes you have to deal with what we call a banana bed. This is.
Oh, it's not really a luxury.
No, there's no
If you're
luxury.
driving by, like in France, instead of people holding water, do they hold wine, where you can just actually just drink it and keep going?
Sometimes they actually throw it for you. They give it to you. They force it to you.
Really? No, but I mean, I would just think that would be hard. I can't even imagine driving that much during that period, much less being on a bike. And also, the pictures, the crowds are so close. How do you stay focused when the crowds are that close to you? I mean, they're in your way.
Yeah, that's sometimes a problem. But you see here, the good news is we have behind us just the motorcycles and the cars, so they don't mind standing in our way. They always get out of the way.
They get out of the way, yeah.
They see the car coming, so they get out quick.
Right. But that's the problem as being the leader. You want people in front knocking the people down to clear the way for you. If you go slower, you wouldn't have that problem, Lance. All right, so, and this is...
That's not an option, Ellen.
Yeah. And this is, I mean, even just when you have all the cyclists around you, like, do you have horns or a bell on your bike so you can say, get out the way?
No, we don't have any of that. And you got to keep in mind, there's probably 20 different languages right there in that picture, so you have to kind of learn all the, the obscene words in all the languages to get people to move.
It might be worth it, though. And so now, and here you got, this is a cute picture of you and Cheryl, your girlfriend, Cheryl Crow, my friend. Look at that. Now, And what did she get you? She gave you a nice present.
When I won this tour, she gave me a 1970 GTO, which she bought from a guy in her hometown of Kennett, Missouri, and this guy he would never part with his car forever, and she somehow convinced him to sell her the car, and I guess you know the rest of the story.
I do.
You do, yeah.
But they don't know the rest of the story.
Oh yeah. So there's a show on TLC called Overhauling, where they pretend to steal your car, and if you don't know the show, this is what happens. They steal the car, they call you, and they lead you along, and I thought the car was stolen. Anyway, 7 days later, the cop calls you and says, look, we found your car, can you come down and identify it? And they've totally changed the car. I mean, it needed a little work, but they did a lot of work.
Didn't need that much work.
24 hours a day, 7 days, and the car it's unbelievable. I mean, it's... Yeah,
Leather seats?
Leather, it is...
Power windows?
Power windows.
AC?
Perfect AC.
Oh, man, they made it great.
It's a total hot rod.
Yeah. So what, didn't they put like $100,000 into it or something like that?
They put a lot of money into it. I don't know. But, I mean,
Now,
it doesn't have door handles. It's all remote control. You hit the remote and the door opens.
Really?
It's crazy. I've never seen anything like it.
No, I've never heard of such a thing.
Well, if you watch the show, you'll see it.
I will see it.
Yeah.
I will watch it. Hey, listen, I was showing my bracelet off, and tell people a little bit. I mean, you've raised so much money. I don't think you understood what Nike and you were doing here.
In the beginning, Nike came to us and they said, listen, we're going to make 5 million yellow wristbands, and we're going to sell them for $1 a piece, and we're going to donate this to your foundation. And we're going to put on there Livestrong, which is our program, sort of our flagship program that we do at the foundation. Which is a resource center for cancer survivors around the world. And when they told me that, I thought, great, you know, you're going to make 5 million, you know, maybe we sell 500,000 and we'll have 4.5 million to, you know, shoot at each other or something like that. Long story short, we just passed 15 million.
Wow. And you can't even find them anymore. I mean, you can't get them anymore.
A lot of them on eBay. But.
Yeah, I know, but you can't get them anymore.
No,
but everyone in our audience today is getting one. And a T-shirt courtesy of Nike. We'll be right back. We're back with Lance Armstrong. So, and you have 3 kids, right?
I do.
How old are they?
Well, I have twin girls that are almost 3, and a little boy who's almost 5.
Ah. Yeah. And do they ride bikes with you?
They all have bikes, but we ride sort of a long bike together. I have my bike, and then he has what we call a trailer bike, and then the girls sit in a buggy, so it's one long thing.
Well, that sounds goofy. It's like, what do you mean a trailer bike?
Well, you can't do a U-turn, but I mean, it works. I mean,
yeah. What do you mean?
Trailer bike is, he has a back wheel, and he has handlebars, and he has gears, but the front of it connects to...
It's like a bicycle built for 2.
Well, sort of.
Well, what's the difference?
Well...
You just don't think it sounds as cool.
It's not a it's actually a bike built for 4, so.
It's as long as a Hummer limo.
It's, I actually measured it up out there, and it's close.
No, so, okay, so he's behind you, and then are they in tandem also, or are they next to each other?
No, they're sitting in a little buggy. They just sit there.
And a little buggy?
Yeah, and he's supposed to pedal, but he doesn't really pedal much.
So it's all you pulling them?
Normally. In Austin, where we ride, it's pretty hilly, so
That's a lot of training for you.
It's good training, I tell you what. That's my
great.
secret.
So if you don't have kids, just get some and do that to train. Can I borrow your kids for a little while?
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about this, the Tour of Hope that starts tomorrow, actually, that you started. Explain what this is.
Well, actually, Bristol Myers Squibb started this last year, and this is 20 people that are all affected by cancer, that are, you know, probably, obviously they're not professional cyclists, but they're going to ride from Los Angeles to Washington, D.C., for one goal and one goal only, and that's to promote clinical trials, which is everybody in the cancer community, or in this community that I'm so connected to, knows that clinical trials are the only way that we're going to really move the ball forward here, because in the adult population, only 3 or 4% of adults go on clinical trials, and about 60% of our children go on clinical trials, and you see the success rates are drastically different. So these people are going to start tomorrow night. I'm going to start with them midnight here at the City of Hope, and end up in Washington, D.C. a week later.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Now...
And actually, I think we have something for you, because I know maybe you exercise a little, but we thought maybe you'd want to come out.
I do exercise.
And come out and, you do? Well,
yeah.
look at here. Oh. we got a special jersey.
Oh, man. Oh, this is great. And a special jersey and the pockets in the back, very important.
Pockets in the back, yeah.
Oh, that's so great. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
This is very cool. Thanks so much. I'm so excited. Lance and the Tour of Hope team will be back later for one more thing. For more information on the Bristol-Myers Squibb Tour of Hope, visit our website. For information on the Livestrong bracelet, go to Nike.com. The moment we've been waiting for is here at last. Take a look. The countdown to Kitty is finally over. It seems like yesterday that we first discovered our startled little kitty in the audience. And since then, we've reenacted her story. We have surprised her with a phone call, and we sent her a Hummer, and now Kitty has entered the building. Please give a big holla to Charlotte Kitty Pope. That wasn't too loud for you when you came out.
That's perfect.
All right. You were so hard to get a hold of, you know that?
Well, I was just kind of waiting for it to die out.
Uh-huh. So you saw you heard what happened or something last year, and you were waiting for it to just die down?
Well, yeah. How long can you just come on a show and make a funny face? I mean, how long can that last?
It lasted a year.
I know.
A year. All right, so explain what happened, because before the show starts, everybody's dancing, you were in the audience, and for some reason the camera just happened to find you.
I didn't know there were cameras up there, though.
Oh. They're all around.
Yeah, I know now.
Yeah. So we just happened to be on you because you were having a good time, and then something happened to upset you. And now, what was the face that you were making?
I'm covering up my ears.
Right. Because it was too loud, or because...
Yeah, because he's got, I mean, it was fairly normal, then all of a sudden he turns up the decibel level and the...
Yeah, that's Tony.
Yeah. He's got the tweeters tweeting, and he's got... And it just, like a harpoon that goes right through my head, really.
Well, the tweeter's sweet, and that'll happen with... All right, so do you think you have a hyper sense of, because I do notice sometimes it's too loud for some people, but sometimes, do you think you have a heightened sense of?
I know, I wear earplugs to movies.
Oh, you do?
Oh, yeah, because it's so loud. And it's the high pitch more than anything else. I can remember I had a kid in the back of my room one time, and
you were a teacher?
Yeah, I was teaching school, and he blew a dog whistle. And nobody else in the entire room heard it. I heard it. That's right.
Did you do that?
Well, I don't know if I do that because I don't just stand in front of a mirror making faces, but my friend has often told me, you know, I go into the symphony or something and I hear a clinker and I'm going like that, and she told me, stop, you know, making these horrible faces, and I will try to quit doing it.
No, there's no sense in... Let's look at the clip again. We can't really get enough of it. Trying to pop your ears or something?
Yeah, it's like being, I know that I wasn't in an airplane, but for some reason, you know how your ears hurt when you're up in a plane?
Yes.
And I think what I was trying to do when I had my mouth open like a fish, I think I was trying to pop my ears. I don't know what happened with the rest of the ugly faces.
They weren't ugly. It was just so hilarious that it was such an upsetting thing to you that we just thought, well, and Tony was suspended for a week after that.
Not long enough.
Yeah, not long enough. So now, tell us about the Hummer ride. And also, you brought people with you, right?
Well, I brought some of my old friends that we've been playing bridge together for since 1957.
Wow.
Yeah, a lot of years. They're somewhere in here. There they are. There they are.
And you were all piled in the limo, and how was the Hummer?
Well, it's really, it's like a long, long hallway with bed along the sides, you know, and drinks over here, except that we toasted each other, but they had water, so we toasted each other with water.
Oh, that's all they had in there for
They
you?
had pop in there, too.
Oh,
Yeah.
water and pop.
Right. It was very exciting because I'd never ridden in a Hummer. My son, who was in the Air Force, had one, but it didn't look like this one.
Yeah. No, they don't drive those like that in the Air Force.
This one is 32 feet long, and that's a hard, I mean, if you're playing football, that's an eternity, isn't it? 32 feet?
Yeah, it sure is. Any way you look at it, it's so long. But now that you put it in that perspective, now I'm thinking we're giving you some exciting thing. You're riding in a Hummer, and the life you've had. Here's a picture of you riding. Now, where is this taken?
That was in Thailand. And it's on a elephant, I guess they call it a preserve or reserve. And my friend, Virginia's in the audience here, and we had a lovely ride. We had a mahout that takes the elephant, and it's really jungle, and it was exciting because the oldest female in the camp gets to be the grand dame, and she gets to lead the parade. No, there are no males in the camp because you can't control males. It's true. At any rate, we get to a precipice, and all of a sudden, she's the leader in the procession. She stops, and she won't go. And we're out in the middle of the jungle, and I think, God, what are they going to do? This guy whips out a cell phone in the middle of the jungle. And he calls the trainer, and the trainer comes. And I think if he hurts his elephant, I'm going to have difficulty with him, but he didn't. He picked up some little plants, and he got her to come down and go on the precipice and down to the river. It was lots of fun.
Oh, you know, Janella was right. You're a great storyteller. She said you
Don't
would.
believe anything I say.
No, seriously. I just can't believe just that you're on an elephant, Kitty on an elephant, and then and your name isn't even Kitty. We named her Kitty because I couldn't think of it. I didn't know what her name was. And here you are with a snake. What is this? A boa constrictor?
No, it's a python.
A python. Look at your face there. That's a face.
Yeah. It wasn't that heavy until the guy on the end let loose.
Yeah.
Besides that,
yeah.
look, the face is coming closer and closer.
All right.
You know,
Well, all right. There's one more picture I'm going to show, but we have to go to break. We'll be right back right after this. We're back with Kitty, with my little kitty friend, and we'll give you one of these. You said you like the mug.
Wonderful.
We'll give you a mug for sure, whatever you want. Hey, listen, I know that you are so busy. It's amazing. You do so many different activities, but I know you play golf.
Well, I didn't for years. I taught for 45 years, but when my son left home and I retired, just like somebody let me out of my cage, I can do anything I wanted. Yeah.
And now you're just busy as can be.
Right. Yeah, I have a
Playing
wonderful
tennis,
life. Yeah.
And you do Tai Chi and you play
Yeah.
golf.
Yeah.
Tai Chi is the kind of slow movement thing, right?
Yes.
And it's just, what is
Well,
this? I'm bored with this.
But you wouldn't be if you actually had a good master to help you, because all the times you're doing that, you're helping your body. You're getting strong.
By isolating muscles.
Right, and you're getting stronger.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a lot stronger now. I'm not strong, but I'm a lot stronger than when I started.
I was going to arm wrestle you if you want to. I'm saying, if you're saying you're strong. All right. So also, but you do play golf because
Yeah.
I play golf also.
That's
and
great.
I was wondering if maybe we could play golf together someday. If we'd go out and actually.
I'm not as good as you think.
Well, I'm not that good either, and you take lessons too.
Well, not usually.
I heard you took lessons.
I took one lesson because I wanted a new 3-wood. And so he helped me get used to my new wood. And I had a hole-in-one.
You had a hole-in-one?
Yeah. But
Yeah.
the day after your thing in the letter, no, it was when you phoned me up. The day after that was our golf day, the ladies' golf day at the country club, and we had a meeting. And I thought they'd give me accolades for hole-in-one. They didn't. All they care about is this lady right here. That's it.
sweet. I want to play golf with you. You're trying to get out of it, but I want you and I to go play golf together.
Well, we might be able to arrange
Okay,
that.
good. Here's what I'm doing. And for you, I'm giving you, and if you want to bring somebody, a friend, you're going to go to a golf vacation at, where is it? At the famous Biltmore Resort and Spa in Arizona, and American Express is giving you $500
I've
to
been
spend.
there. I played golf there once.
Really?
The Biltmore, yeah.
The trip is courtesy of TravelWizard.com. They're providing you with a golf vacation in the famous Biltmore Resort and Spa in Arizona. We're also giving you an American Express gift certificate worth $500 to spend on your trip.
Wow.
And this isn't, don't try to use this, but it's this. Thank you so much for being here.
I'm delighted.
I'm thrilled.
You didn't need to give me anything.
I know I didn't have to. Katie Lang performs right after this. Don't go away. Oh, and one more thing. I'm going to ride my new bike with Lance Armstrong and the Tour of Hope team. See you tomorrow. Bye.